you're welcome and you're connected to this YouTube e-learning series based on motivational and visual art related resources titled Awaken Your Creativity by Princess Theresa Oghogho IYASE-ODOZI. Let me start this session with a quote. Being inexhaustible, life and nature are constant stimulus for a creative mind. Again, being inexhaustible, life and nature are constant stimulus for a creative mind. By Hans Hofmann. Who is Hans Hofmann? He's a German painter who was one of the most influential art teachers of the 20th century. He was a pioneer in experimenting in the use of improvisatory techniques. His works opened the way for the first generation of post-World War II American painters to develop which style? The abstract expressionism. So as usual, I will end this series with a relevant quote from a Nigerian artist. All first-timers, all viewers, to these e-learning YouTube series. I repeat, an e-learning YouTube series. It's going to be a little bit educational. A series that will keep you in the world of reality, that is, in the world of art, in this art community. So as usual, you just look somewhere on the screen, you'll find the highlights of objectives of this YouTube channel titled Awaken Your Creativity. I might not be able to highlight all the objectives, but very importantly, experience sharing in terms of the world of art activities, art exhibitions, and art books. So it will help you as we progress in unblocking that creative person within you, that energy, unleashing that energy. And very soon, we'll have our e-art classes for both artists and non-artists. From the last few series, hope you're collating new words, highlights, and ideas from the various series as we progress. For the very interested viewers, please kindly dedicate a notebook. I lay so much emphasis on dedicating a notebook for writing. We'll have to engage each other in this creative journey. As we progress, you'll get to know why a notebook is important and why we need to do some little creative writing. So apart from reviewing books and understanding art and creativity, we have interactions and interviews directly with great minds, wise men and women in the world of art. That is what you cannot find in textbooks. As we progress, we'll decipher the word creativity. It's also important to understand art, which is connected to creativity and spirituality. Before we delve deeply into art in its totality, I'd like to share with you the basic understanding or background of art for the benefit of non-artists who are watching us. The art, which is sometimes referred to as the creative arts, has 4 branches. And in the 4 branches, we have the visual art, we have the theater art, music, both performing art, and the literary art, where we have the poets and the creative writers. Apparently, we set to interview individuals globally, scholars, artists, art connoisseurs, and personalities. Our next guest is a person of performance and an erudite scholar, all the way from the United States of America, Dr. Otun Rasheed, from Louisville University, Kentucky, the US. Watch out for Dr. Otun Rasheed in the next few series, because now we have these videos, our videos in very short formats. So tips on the definition of art. I like to just take the definition of art of series and end this series with a quote. 1. Art has no definite or specific definition. However, it can be seen and defined in various ways based on the different perspective of scholars or sophists as follows. I've been able to dissect the category into 4 dimensions. That is, looking at the perspective of the scholar, looking at the perspective of the sophist and the artist, both mundane dimensions and spiritual dimensions. Definition 1 says, art is not nature, but art is made by man. It is man's interpretation of objects perceived by him as art, which has been created by all people at all times. 2. Art imitates life, and one can tell the value, traditions, feelings, and dreams, as well as aspirations of the artist, which are clearly manifested in his own use of 1. Color, 2. Line, 3. Forms, 4. Symbols. 3rd, it says, art's greatest achievement is that it creates a permanent impression of the passing same. Take an example. Unlike a fresh flower which will not stay fresh, somehow it withers away. But however, the freshness of the flower as captured in a simple painting will always stay fresh. Therefore, art never grows old, as recorded by the artist's vision. That's a beautiful one. The main purpose, number 4, the main purpose of art is to entertain the audience, using in many techniques like using colors, lines, theater, dance, music, and making you really ponder over what you see. For instance, Leo Tolstoy, a Russian novelist, states that art is a means of union among all men, a means of communication. E.H. Gumbrich, in the book The Story of Art, defined extensively what art is, but reiterates that art is not just a thing of beauty or the image, but the total concept of a work of art. Summarily, art is a process. And a Nigerian scholar, Ifeago, defines art as a thing or a process of production through expression of one's idea. So every series will end with a quote. Every series. The philosophy of an artwork is more important than the artwork itself, and even of utmost importance is the character of the artist. By Tobena Okosa, he's a painter and also an erudite scholar and a lecturer. By Tobena Okosa, from the book Discover the Art in You and Be Guided. Please, in the next few sessions, we'll be having our personality, our professional, Dr. Otun Rasheed. I'll stop there. I'll not let the cat out of the bag. Just wait till the next session. We're going to have very short videos in the next few sessions with Dr. Otun Rasheed. So let's get this community continuously growing. The subscribers are increasing. Click again as indicated, subscribe, and remain connected, and watch out for the next session with Otun Rasheed, Dr. Otun Rasheed. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all. Cheers.